Compensation, a mode of extinguishing an obligation. Article 1278. Compensation shall take place when two persons in their own right are creditors and debtors of each other. So in compensation, both parties are the creditors and debtors of each other. So other term for this, ang layman's term is set off or offsetting. So, for example, A owes B 5,000 pesos and B owes A 5,000 pesos. So what happens is offset na. No, offset na lang sila to the concurrent amount of their debt. And in this case, since both debts amount to 5,000 pesos, so we have here a total compensation. Quits na jud as to the full amount. Both debts are extinguished here. Next, A owes B 10,000 and B owes A 8,000. Karon mag-offset na lang ta to the extent of 8,000 pesos. Ang nabili na lang ang utang ni A na 2,000 pesos kay B. Okay, so here we have partial compensation. In the first example, total compensation. No, the full amount has already been extinguished. But here, only to the extent of 8,000 pesos. So that is compensation class. Again, two persons in their own rights are debtors and creditors of each other. So remember the requisites for compensation under Article 1279, which is really a codal provision. So let's go to 1279. So Article 1279 provides for the requisites for compensation, for a valid compensation. So we have five requisites. Okay, number one, that each one of the obligors be bound principally and that he be at the same time a principal creditor of the other. Two, that both debts consist in a sum of money. Okay, or if the things due are consumable, they may be of the same kind and also of the same quality if the latter has been stated. Okay, so money or consumable. Actually, it's fungible, meaning they can be replaced. Mapulihan, just like rice. So, itong example kaganiha, A owes B 5,000 and B owes A 5,000. So, monetary ang utang. It's money. Okay? The debt consists in a sum of money. Or, nadiri sa number 2, or consumables or fungible things. Again, when you say fungible things, things that can be replaced, just like rice. I owe you rice, you owe me rice. So it can be replaced or substituted as long as they are of the same quality. Because if they are not of the same quality, no compensation, no to speak of. Number 3, that the two debts must be due. Otherwise, kung di pa due ang usa, unsay purpose sa pag-extinguish, no? If not yet due. So make sure that the two debts are due. So in our example, kaganiha, A owes B 5,000, B owes A 5,000. The presumption there is both debts are due. So in that case, there can be compensation. Number 4, that they be liquidated and demandable. Demandable kasi nga due na sila, no? Liquidated, may amount na. So consist in a sum of money. Okay, let's go back to our example, katong partial compensation. A owes B 10,000 pesos, B owes A 8,000 pesos. Supposed to be, pwede na ang compensation, kaya lang, the receivable of B from A is subject to a garnishment. Meaning, ana, si A, dili niya pwede mo ba makabayad to anyone. Dili siya pwede mo bayad to anyone, no, using that money. Kung naay kaso, katong nakadaog sa kaso, sa iya ibayad tong kwarta ni A. Let's just say, no, let's presume or let's assume that A, in that case, ang iyahang money is subject to a garnishment. Okay? Nagarnish siya. Pasabot, dili na nimo pwede magamit kapag i-garnish na siya ng korte. So, if naakay kaso and nakay bayro nun because of that case, let's say na court order pildi ka, ang winning party entitled, let's say for recovery ng damages from you, so katong kwarta, pwede to ibayad. no? Or kung naa kay utang sa winning party, katong kwarta nga naging garnish, okay, pwede to ibayad. Let's say naa kay bank account, naa kay money sa imong bank. And then, let's say sa PPI, katong gi-garnish, no, gi-freeze mo ng frozen account, gi-freeze ng court, na court order as to that effect. Okay? So that is the effect of controversy. There can be no compensation in that case because one of the collectibles or the receivables is subject to garnishment by the court. Okay? So mao na siya ang number 5. That over neither of them there be any retention or controversy commenced by third persons and communicated in due time to the debtor. Kinds of compensation. So we have legal compensation, that's from Articles 1286 to 1290. We have by agreement, Article 1282. We have voluntary compensation, Article 1282 also, and judicial compensation, 1283, and we have facultative compensation. So, legal compensation takes place by operation of law, even if the parties are not aware that there is legal compensation. Okay? So here, we have the next two kinds of compensation. We have agreement and voluntary compensation. So what is the meaning of voluntary compensation? It is by agreement of the parties. Even if not all the requisites in Article 1279 are present, katong 5, they can agree on compensation. The parties can actually agree on compensation. Like one of the debts is not yet due, pero nagsabot sila, sige na lang i-offset nato. So that is voluntary compensation. Remember, under 1279, dapat both debts must be due. What if the other one is not yet due? But the parties agreed on compensation. They can actually do that. And there is what we call voluntary compensation in that case. Next, judicial compensation. Okay, here, for example, A filed a case against B. Okay, and B, in his answer, although he admits the claim of A, but he says, na you are also liable to me, A, ana si B. So, na-counterclaim si B kay A. And for this to be claimed, it has to be alleged by B. Nautangan pud si A sa iyaha. So, class, when you allege, you also have to specifically allege that you have a counterclaim. Meaning, you have to prove it. You have to prove also sa court na naay utang si A sa imuha, ikaw si B. So, of course, the court will have to rule on that. That is judicial compensation with intervention, no, ng court. Okay? We have also the 5th kind, which is facultative compensation. Here, only one party can claim compensation. The other party cannot. Okay? So, like for example, in comodatum or in a deposit, later we will discuss that in the next facultative compensation, wherein only one party may claim compensation. Let's go to obligations which are not subject to legal compensation. Meaning, class, these are instances when legal compensation is not allowed by law. Okay? So first, we have depositum. That's under Article 1287. And we also have comodatum and claim for support by gratuitous title, same Article 1287. The first one. So we have here depositum, meaning a contract of deposit. When you deposit, class, there is trust and confidence involved in that situation. Like for example, you deposited to A your necklace. So here, you are the depositor. A is the depositary. There is trust and confidence. In that contract, it is A who has the obligation to return to you the necklace. And then you owe A, for example, 10,000 pesos. Okay? So in that scenario naman, ikaw ang debtor, siya ang creditor. Ikaw ang naay obligation. Question, can A just say, dili na ako iuli imong kwintas, kay naa naman kay utang sa ako ah. Di ba, B, na kay utang nga 10,000. Tapos gideposit man nimo sa ako ang imong kwintas for safekeeping, for free of course. So, dili na ako ni ibalik, kay utangan man ka sa ako ah. So question, is it allowed? Pwede ba na compensation in that case? The answer is no. That is not allowed under the law. Why? Because class, it will violate the condition of the contract of deposit, which is trust and confidence. Kaya wala siya'y legal compensation na mahitabo. Okay? In a contract of deposit. Okay, depositum. So, the other party, the depositary, cannot claim for compensation. Okay? Next, we have the Bailey in commodatum. So, we have now the contract of commodatum. Kasi pasabot sa commodatum. Si Bailey, katong naghiram, nagborrow. Si Baylor, katong nagpa-borrow. Okay? So, Bailey is the borrower. And si Baylor is the borrowee. If for example, si Baylor na utang kay Bailey, again, dili na pwede i-offset ang utang. Okay? For example, si Bailey borrowed the car of Baylor, no? Of the Baylor. For, let's say, the purpose is muadto siya Davao kay magpa-check up. And then the Baylor allowed Bailey to use his car for free. So, gipahulam niya. If for example, si Baylor na utang kay Bailey 10,000 pesos. Again, si Bailey cannot just say na di na ako ibalik ang sakyanan. I-offset na lang sa imong utang sa akuha. Partial. Okay. Or let's say, ang imong utang sa akuha is 500,000. Ang imong sakyanan worth 500,000 po. Mag-offset na lang ta. Compensation na lang. Can the Bailey do that? No. Again, same with the contract of depositum. That is not allowed under the law. So the Bailey cannot ask for compensation. No? Legal compensation. Next, we have here where one of the debts arises from a claim for support by gratuitous title. So when you say support, that involves the survival of the person who received the support. Like for example, father and the child. Okay? Let's just say B is the father of a minor, who under the law is entitled to be supported by B. Now, A owes B 5,000 pesos. So here, class, B cannot compensate his obligation to support A by what A owes him because, remember that the right to receive support cannot be compensated with what A owes B. Okay? So we are talking about here the survival of the person. So the right to receive support cannot be compensated because it is essential to the life of the recipient. So dili pwede, no? Dili pwede si father mo ingon nga i-offset na lang ang imong utang sa kuha sa akong monthly support sa imong allowance. No, dili na siya pwede. Number 4, where one of the debts consists in civil liability arising from a penal offense. Okay, so again, if one of the debts consists in civil liability arising from a criminal offense, compensation would be improper and inadvisable because the satisfaction of such obligation is imperative. For example, D owes C 10,000 pesos. And C stole the ring of D worth also 10,000 pesos. Here, compensation by C is not proper. Okay, but D, in this case, the offended party, can claim the right of compensation. Because, class, the prohibition under Article 1288 pertains only to the accused and not to the victim of the crime. Last, we have taxes against payables of the government. So, nakay claim from the government because your property was expropriated. So, nakay claim for just compensation. No? Gikuha ng government ang imong property for public use, for public purpose. So, bayaran ka ng government. So, nakay collectible sa government. At the same time, napod kay tax payable sa government, kay let's just say na kay business, so liable ka, let's say for income tax. Okay? Now, wala pa nimo nabayran ng income tax. Wala pa pod ka gibayran ng gobyerno sa imuhang property that was expropriated by the government. Question, can you offset? Can you just say na, okay, government, BIR, ani na lang, BIR, di ko mobayad og tax. I-offset na lang nato sa inyuhang bayronon sa ako because of the expropriation sa ako ang property. Can you do that? No. Because the government and the citizen are not debtors and creditors of each other. Kaya, you cannot do such a thing. So these are the obligations which are not subject to compensation. But because under the concept of facultative compensation, one of them can actually claim the compensation. So only one party, like for example, the bailor or the depositor, he can claim compensation. But ang bailee, ang depositary, just like what we have discussed previously, they cannot claim for compensation. Article 1290. When all the requisites mentioned in Article 1279 are present, compensation takes effect by operation of law and extinguishes both debts to the concurrent amount, even though the creditors and debtors are not aware of the compensation. Again, we are talking about legal compensation here, okay? So, from the moment all the requisites mentioned in Article 1279 concur, katong 5 kabuok kaganiha, compensation takes place automatically, even in the absence of agreement between the parties, and extinguishes reciprocally both debts to the amount of the respective sums. So again, it takes place by operation of law from the day that all the necessary requisites concur without the need of consent on the part of the parties and even without their knowledge, even if they are not aware. So there is what we call legal compensation. It takes effect. It takes place by operation of law.